सर हमारे बिजनेस के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए. विच जोग्राफिकल एरिया आर वी डोमिनेंट?
90% of our business comes from South India.
नो, यू स्टार्टेड दिस बिजनेस एज अ फर्स्ट जनरेशन एफर्ट.
Yes, yes, yes.
सर इसके बारे में बताइए. हाउ डिड इट स्टार्ट?
My father is a chartered accountant, LLB. So being a chartered accountant, he wanted me to become a chartered accountant.
What is the kind of focus on designing, and plus how many SKUs do you have? If you could give us some flavor on that.
If by the sense of designing, we must be having approximately 50,000 to 1 lakh designs over the last so many years.
Typically for getting new customers, what is the kind of setup do we
So
have?
we call it NBD. That's an internal jargon we use. New business development.
Welcome friends, my name is Avinash Gorakshakar and I welcome all of you to another interesting episode of Conexa High Flyers. Friends, as all of you are aware, these episodes help us understand emerging companies from emerging sectors in a much better way, and we make it a point to talk to the promoters and the top managements of such companies so that all of us can get more information about their company's business model, their growth journey, their future growth plans, and in this process investors can take a very good conscious call when they invest in such companies. And friends, today we have got another interesting company which is going to go public. The company's name is Pushpa Jewelers Limited, and I have the privilege of having the managing director and the chairman of the company, Mr. Mridul Tibrewal. Mridul ji, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Time spent करने के लिए. I am pretty sure that in this small interaction we'll be able to understand your company's operations in a much better way. मृदुल जी, पहला सवाल जो बहुत बेसिक है इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए. There are many jeweler companies in the market. Sir, हमारे business के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए. Which geographical area are we dominant? Is our business a B2B business? And what is the positioning of Pushpa in this domestic market?
So what the data says, 40% of the jewelry market is South India market.
Correct.
In India, domestically, and 90% of our business comes from South India market.
Okay.
80-90% of our business is coming from South India. We are predominantly very strong in South India. We have our own offices in Bangalore, Chennai and Hyderabad, and we are coming up with another office in Vijayawada.
Okay. So basically you mean the market is being, the catered is basically the South market.
South market.
Okay. And Mridul ji, now something about your journey. I believe you started this business as a first generation effort.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, इसके बारे में बताइए. How did it start?
So I started with a very humble beginnings. My father is a chartered accountant, LLB.
Okay.
So being a chartered accountant, he wanted me to become a chartered accountant. And while I was studying my chartered accountancy, so side by side I was exploring a lot of businesses. So jewelry business was one of the business I came across, and finally I thought that I found my love for something, because this was one business where the profits and where the risk was quite mitigated.
Okay.
Because एक ये jewelry business है जहाँ पे आपका पैसा safe है. If you sell the gold even at 12 in the midnight, you'll get 5% इधर उधर, 2% इधर उधर, you'll get all your money back.
Exactly.
So this is one business where I felt totally safe कि my dad didn't have the money to ruin, and I didn't have the career or the money to ruin. So I felt like this is the safest place to be. There I started very, very small. That time there was no Google or Yahoo to teach me anything. I started very humble, went to Karigars, learned ground up everything. From there on, today we are at 281 odd crores of turnover with 22.28 crores of PAT.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a very good kind of initiative, and I think the journey has been very very promising for you. Mridul ji, tell me now in terms of the product positioning, like what are the kind of categories where company actually makes these these gold jewelries? Like for example, if you can tell us the price points from what it starts till what it goes.
So our price point starts at 15,000 rupees and it goes up to 3 lakh rupees.
Okay.
So we are catering to the aspiring India, I would say.
Okay.
Trying to make jewelry affordable for each and every individual in India.
Okay.
Our necklaces you can buy for, it starts from 1 lakh and you can buy up to 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs. You can buy good heavy looking necklaces with the earring.
Okay.
So that is the kind of jewelry, and that is pure 22 karat gold jewelry.
Okay.
That is the kind of jewelry we make, and we are mostly into gold jewelry with studded studded gold jewelry, I'll say, because it has some CZ and beads and all that to make it even look grander.
Okay, okay. So basically, it's for the aspirational Indians,
Aspirational
the
Indians,
younger
yes.
category of
Younger
customers.
category, people who are now coming out, now wanting to buy gold jewelry. So we are there for them.
Okay, understood. More specifically, Mridulji, if you could tell me that since you have been in the market for a very long time, what is the kind of focus on designing, and plus how many SKUs do you have? If you could give us some flavor on that.
So if by the sense of designing, we must be having approximately 50,000 to 1 lakh designs over the last so many years. We have acquired it, and we have kept a storage of all the designs that we have ever made. It's there in our storage, but we keep developing new designs almost every week. We are developing and making new designs.
Okay.
And our design system is such that it is catering to the latest trend and latest demand.
Okay.
So we have a very strong inventory management system which guides us what is going to sell and what we should make. And we are only following the data. We are not making designs ki kuch bhi bana liya aur kuch bhi bik jayega. Aisa nahi hota hai. So because of that system, we are making the right designs at the right market.
Okay, understood. Sir, tell me one thing, that gold prices have been very volatile. Markets have been going up and down. I think globally, jitna volatile market hai, gold is considered to be a more volatile asset because it hedges your risk.
Yes.
Sir, अभी gold के pricing के ऊपर अपना क्या view है? Gold pricing, does it impact jewelry demand in a sense?
Definitely it impacts the jewelry demand. Gold pricing से jewelry demand impact होती है, but jeweler is one class which is most, मैंने जो join किया था business, उसका I think purpose ही यही है कि we are the most secured business to be in. बिकॉज जब ज्वेलरी के प्राइसेस, गोल्ड के प्राइसेस बढ़ते हैं तो हमारी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी भी बढ़ती है उसी हिसाब से, बिकॉज देन वी आर मिटिगेटेड, द सेल एंड एवरीथिंग इज मिटिगेटेड विद द प्राइस राइज, एंड व्हेन द प्राइस स्टेबलाइजेस, actually the sales jumps manifold, like big time demand comes in, and that is when people like us who is making lightweight trendy gold jewelry, we tend to gain the fastest and hardest. Even when the price is rising, since we are into lightweight gold jewelry, we have the highest leverage and highest advantage, because the higher the prices rises, people are not buying heavy jewelry, people are looking for lightweight gold jewelry.
Okay, so basically that is a very valid point.
Yeah.
Mridulji, now tell me one thing, that typically for getting new customers, what is the kind of setup do we have? Like अभी तो हम लोग काफ़ी वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड है, लेकिन अभी फिलहाल अगर मान के चलिए अपने को कस्टमर बेस बढ़ाना है, तो सर what is the kind of geographical reach we have, what is the kind of marketing sales connect we have? If you could please tell us on that.
Yes. So we call it NBD, that's an internal jargon we use, new business development. So we are always on the lookout to develop new business, because the old businesses, they will definitely give us sales, but the growth comes from the new business.
Correct.
So we are always having every team, every salesperson, every marketing person has a target to create new businesses. On top of that, we have our own offices in Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, and we are coming up in Vijayawada, and 6 more offices this year hopefully, in different regions of India. So which is going to feed lot of new business into our company, and those new businesses, since they are tasting our designs for the first time, they go crazy and they give loads of sale to us for a long time. Also on top of that, we have markets like Dubai, the Middle East, US, and US, Canada, and Australia.
Okay.
So those markets we are going to explore in a much bigger way for new businesses, and actually it's a very untapped market for this particular kind of jewelry that we are making, and I believe this is going to feed a lot of sales for us.
Okay. Within our category, Mridulji, who would you say are our comparable peers? यानी market में तो jeweler बहुत है, listed भी है, unlisted भी है, but typically which kind of jewelers can we say we can rightly compare ourselves?
So in the B2B segment, I would say Sky Gold is one of the players.
Okay.
Khazanchi is another player.
Okay.
They are into B2B segment, and if you see our growth, they are listed players for quite some time.
Okay.
And if you see our growth, we have done quite good. We have done a CAGR of, if you see PAT wise growth, it's almost 90% of PAT wise growth year on year. And if you see CAGR growth, we have done 60-70% growth year on year for the past quite so many years. So that shows we are on a very good growth setup. Even for ROCE, we are return on capital employed, we are doing 40% growth for last 5 years. That's an amazing number. I have heard industry analysts and people are telling me this is absolutely amazing numbers.
So basically, you can say that our model is basically a B2B asset light model, which actually takes care of all the requirements of the customers. Sir, उसका मतलब मैं simple भाषा में बोलूँ तो basically we are catering to jewelers based on what appetite they want, and we make them jewelry designs customized based on their requirements, right?
No. So we are making our own jewelry, our own designs.
Okay.
We have an in-house design team and everyone.
Okay.
So we are making our own designs. My younger brother Anupam, he is at the core of designing and tech part.
Okay.
So we are making our own designs, and those designs are so beautiful. We are selling those designs to our customer. At times we do small alterations, but we don't do tailor-made because tailor-made slows us down, slows our production down. So we focus mainly on our designs, and those designs we know is going to sell because it's based out of science of data and inventory management systems.
Okay, now coming to the gold, kind of purchasing policy of the company. If you could tell us, sir, how does the company acquire the gold? Does it have any kind of fixed arrangement with some vendors, or do you directly buy it from the bullion exchange?
Yes.
Sir, इसके बारे में बताइए.
That's a very good question. So for the last few years, we have been purchasing the gold from bullion dealers. Last year, for exports, we are purchasing directly from the bank, that is the import gold. For last year, we have started applying for SEPA. There is an arrangement government has done with Middle East countries, where we get gold at 0.5% cheaper rates. So this year we have got a very small allotment of approximately 35-40 kilos. From next year onwards, because this was our first year, they give us a testing allotment. From next year onwards, we believe that we'll get the entire production of ours from the SEPA only, and that will add to almost 0.5% margin into our end results.
So basically this SEPA allotment which you get is there on an annual basis, right?
Yeah, they give an annual quota. So first year they always give very low. Next year onwards they give us an option. So if I apply for approximately 1,000 kilos, if I get 1,000 kilos, my entire sales will be covered with that.
Okay, understood. Now Mridulji, tell me one thing broadly on the opportunity. All of us know that Indians are really fond of gold, and the segment which you are catering is a huge segment. मुझे बताइए सर, अगले 3-5 साल में what is the kind of market opportunity you see for our kind of jewelry, and how is our company planning to capitalize on that growth?
So if you will see the data, it's almost $47 billion industry in India. That's the organized industry I'm talking about, and that is only 25-30% of the core market. And if you see the growth of the organized industry which we are catering to and which we are a part of, it has grown 30-40% annually. So the organized industry is creeping into the unorganized industry, so which is a humongous potential for every single organized player. And being an organized player, I see so much growth in the lightweight segment because it is difficult to penetrate, difficult to make, and especially I am into handmade segment. And we have honed the skill of making that particular segment faster production of that. So we can produce much faster as per the aspirations of our core clients. When the demand is high, we can make the maximum, whatever capital we have, we can make the maximum jewelry. So I believe we are looking at a very, very high growth.
One more thing, Mridulji, which I wanted to understand is that, what is the overall install capacity for our company? Like, if we want to raise our top line by another 25%, 30%, do you think that we require little more number of artisans, or maybe a little more required of marketing focus? How does the business, get scaled up going forward?
Yeah, so that's a very, very good question. Till now, nobody has asked this question. So thank you so much for this question. So basically, we have up to 100 times, like we can do 2x if we have the capital. With the same amount of artisans, with the same production team, I don't have to get new people at all. Probably I might need a few people just for QC and overlooking of the few managers. But overall, my system is so robust. And coming to the system part, my system is so robust, I can go 10x and I'll just have to hire a few people. But my system can, because the flow is created and the system is there, they can take care of the load. So that way we are well protected.
I think that is very nice to hear. Mridulji, let us keep the financials a little away for some time. I want to understand that obviously you are a B2B player. You must be getting a lot of repeat business because quality is respected by the client. Sir, हमारे धंधे में what is the value add which you give to the customer? Why does the customer come to us and give us repeat business? Is it the quality? Is it the execution? Is it something special which you give to the client which other people are not giving? So, sir, if you can please share some 2-3 points for us.
So I will not say other people are not giving. I believe lot of people might be doing better than me, and lot of people might be giving, but the market is so huge. We have so much scope, and at the same time we are doing a lot of right things. So I'll talk about myself, what I am doing right. So we are having a system where every time we call it Amazon system. When we started creating the system, we called it let's create an Amazon system.
Correct.
Where at the every stage of our production, our dispatch, the client is informed your item is now into production. Now it is about to be dispatched. 2 days before, 3 days before dispatch, they are informed about it, so that they can meet their capital requirement, their monetary, they can meet their monetary requirements to make the payment and all that, and so that they are aware that their product is about to come, they need to make the payments. When the product is dispatched, they are given a photo, they are given a docket, everything is done till, and when they receive the product, there is a backend team which call them, which follow up with them whether they have received the product properly. After that also they get a call for the repeat sales. So there is a proper CRM team and proper systems which are based out of it, so which is getting us more and repeat sales.
Okay, so basically it's a very well defined process.
Well defined process. Every single process in our company is defined to the last mile.
Okay. Any future plans you all would be liking that now, since B2B mein, you all have done a good job, will you also look at tapping the B2C market, if at all?
So the B2C market, if at all we enter, so the B2C market will only be to create awareness for our kind of product, because lot of jewelers see a jeweler keeps almost 50 or 40 varieties of different jewelry.
Correct.
And they have a limited capital and they cannot keep everything, so they are keeping a taste of everything.
Exactly.
So that way the client is not getting anything out of anything.
Correct.
So they are just getting a taste of everything.
Correct.
With if we have our own store somewhere, the purpose of the store will be mostly not to sell but to showcase our kind of product to the end client, so that next time the client goes to their jeweler or whoever their favorite jeweler is and ask this kind of product.
Okay.
And the more and more they ask, we'll create a bigger market for our kind of jewelry. So the purpose is awareness.
No, I think very nicely said by you. So in future, I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, you could think of putting out a design gallery, for customers.
Exactly what we are trying to do. So we are trying to, because retail clients are the bosses. जो ultimately madam आके खरीदती हैं, she is the boss and she decides what is going to sell in the market. And if she asks her or his jeweler कि मुझे ये वाला item चाहिए, so they have to keep it and they have to buy from me.
Correct. ठीक है. Now, Ritul ji, let's talk about the financials for FY25. If you could tell us broadly what's the top line profitability the company has recorded.
So for the FY25, we have done 281 plus crores of turnover with a PAT of 22.28 crores.
Okay.
And we have grown almost 65-70% from the last year's PAT.
And what was the key reason? Was it higher volume, better pricing? Sir, ये इतना jump कैसे आया?
Yeah, so the reason was, so we jewelers have very fortunate. So what I said, I'm into this business for that reason only. So when the volumes are not high, we have good margins.
Correct.
And when the volumes are high, we have margins are same, but then we grow on the volumes.
Okay.
So when the market doesn't have volumes, we have margins because the prices are rising.
Correct.
We have the margins.
Correct.
And when the prices are not rising, we have volume.
Correct.
Because the gold is stable.
Exactly.
Customers come in hordes to buy.
Yeah.
And whenever the gold is going to stabilize, the customer is going to buy so much more.
Correct.
And being in the lightweight jewelry segment, we are never losing on the volume. That's our best forte.
Yeah.
So we have, for the last 5 years, I would say we have grown, if not less, more than 40% year on year on volume basis.
Oh, very good.
This was the only year we were not able to grow on volume basis that much.
Correct.
But still we were able to maintain our CAGR and profitability.
Correct.
So that is the advantage of being in the gold jewelry.
I think that is very nice, because volume growth of 40% is really very
year on
commendable.
year we have done that, and this year also we have grown on the PAT basis.
Okay. On the margins now with gold prices correcting, I mean, can we say that what we achieved in FY25, without giving a number, Mridulji, if you could say that, can we, at least try to sustain these margins? Because, this is something which
I believe will do, if not less, will do much better.
Okay.
Because we have never failed on our growth PAT year on year.
Okay.
So the PEG and the CAGR stays the same.
Okay.
Just that if the prices comes down, I think I'll be rooting for that. I want the prices to come down.
Correct.
I believe that if the prices are 90 lakhs or somewhere around for the gold, I believe our sales will just go rocket.
No, fine, understood. I just wanted to understand that, it may not be relevant for us, Mridulji, but there are some jewelers who take the benefit of buying gold slightly earlier at lower prices. And then obviously they get a bigger alpha because the gold which is used as a raw material actually helps them generate a better margin. So do we do anything like that, or we are very conscious?
No. So very conscious. I am like a I would say I have a concept. It's called build to last.
Okay.
So I don't gamble. We are a company which is built to last. Okay. I want to last here after 250 years.
Okay.
And I can only last that much time if I'm disciplined.
Okay.
So I do those kind of tactics.
Yeah.
It might go any which ways.
No, I think it's very important to know this from you, because this shows the financial discipline you have.
Yes, because discipline is the most important thing. So if I am financially the system wise disciplined, if I ask my team only system से किया क्या नहीं काम, system में था ना, ठीक है, it's okay.
Okay.
We'll go up, we'll go down, कल नया profit कर लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं.
बिल्कुल. No, but I think undue risk also in the business is also not good, as you rightly mentioned.
Because it's not just me now. Now we are having so many people working for us, and now after this IPO we have investors' money also. So many people are rooting for us. So now we have to be even more careful with our money and with our discipline.
No, I think very nicely I put out. Mridulji, normally what's the working capital cycle in our business? You make the jewelry for the B2B client. What is the time cycle by the time you get your collections and the cash flow actually comes back to us?
So we are very proud to say that we have a working capital cycle of between 8 to 10 times for last 5 years. We have maintained that.
Okay.
And this year also we have maintained that. And on top of that, our working capital cycle, if you will put in days, it's approximately 45 days.
Okay. So basically in 45 days, your payment comes from all your B2B clients.
From order to end money.
Okay. And typically, I just wanted to know, for a new B2B client to become your customer, what are the broad criteria which you check out? Like, now you are a well-known name, you all have started catering to a lot of B2B companies, but नया customer जब आता है, B2B customer, तब ground level पे आप क्या देखते हो कि how sustainable is the relationship going to be, how big is he going to be?
So we have a system for that.
Yeah.
So we do a bit of KYC for that client.
Correct.
उनके दुकान का फोटो आता है, उनके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत information आता है, and then the team itself decides.
Correct.
कई बार तो ऐसा भी हुआ है कि मैंने बोला कि इनको दे दो यार, और उन्होंने बोला नहीं सर.
अच्छा.
So they are better judge than me, and that is the value and the systems, and because of all that, this is the kind of thing we are doing right now.
Okay.
So at times my team tells me, sir इनको आप आराम से दो, ये तो बहुत बड़े client है.
Okay. So those cross check and balances
are taken care of, and they only take care of it.
Okay, now Mridulji, we come to the most important question for today's interview. Like we are planning to go public now, so this is a historical milestone for us.
Thank you.
All your efforts are getting paid. So tell us, sir, what is the main objective of raising this money, and how much capital are we planning to raise?
So we are planning to raise approximately 100 crores, little shy of 100 crores.
Okay.
And the vision behind this is to see I can keep growing what I was doing. I can keep doing this year after year for endless time.
Correct.
But then वो बोलते हैं ना कि मारुति से गाड़ी तो चेंज करनी पड़ेगी, मारुति से आपको better version पे आना पड़ेगा. So this is the way forward, because capital gives you a sort of leg up, no doubt. And plus, especially while in the process of doing this IPO, I have realized the kind of investors I have met and the kind of support they are offering me. Like they are offering me new clients, new horizons, new knowledge. So this is immense. Like I believe I am going to learn so much in the next 1 year. I believe all my 10 years of learning will be one side what I'll learn in next 1 year.
Okay.
So it's learning is it's more than the money. I think in the next 1 year I am going to learn so much.
Okay. And this 100 crores, Mridul ji, what is the main purpose? Is it working capital or something else?
Of that amount, 80% is work for the company and 20% is OFS.
Okay.
Of that 80 odd crores, we are having most of the money besides the general capex, general corpus money, and some money we are having for the new store acquisition.
Okay.
Besides that, 45 approximately 45 crores is for the working capital.
Okay.
And rest of the money is for the store expansion.
Okay. So when you say store expansion, I wanted to understand, these are basically display galleries which you have got?
So what we have realized, so one big industrialist, I cannot name him, so I was attending one of his seminars and he is the one who inspired me. So I listened to lot of lot of CEOs and business houses and them talking about their businesses. I attend a lot of seminars and all that, and I keep learning from them. So one of these guys, he's like a unicorn. So he was talking, हम हर तरीके से बेचते हैं. तो आई वाज लाइक कि क्या मतलब है आपका सर? तो ही सेड कि हम ऑनलाइन भी बेचते हैं, हम स्टोर से भी बेचते हैं, हम कस्टमर के घर पे भी जाके बेचते हैं, हम कस्टमर को सड़क पे भी बेचते हैं. तो what he explained to me what caught my attention, and I believe that we are doing the same thing. So we are selling online, like we are doing video call and we are selling to the client. We are selling client by sending the catalogs and photos, and we are reaching to the client's showroom also, and we are asking them to come to our branch offices also.
Okay.
So we are selling in all which ways the client will be buying from us.
Okay.
अगर वो हमसे नहीं खरीद रहा है तो हम उनके पास पहुंच जाते हैं.
Okay, ठीक है, समझ गया. Okay, Mridul ji, now one important question, from an investor mindset. You have, generated such a good brand, I mean, a good sustainable business. Now new investors are going to join your growth journey.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, as a promoter, now you're going to be a promoter where a lot of people are going to look forward to you. Sir, उनके लिए आपको क्या message होगा? I mean, longer term, how do you plan to generate value for them?
See, I am not going to do anything new. So trust me, I am not a person who believes that इधर से कुछ आया तो इधर घूम जाए, उधर से कुछ आया वैसे नहीं. So I believe in learning. We are going to keep learning. We are developing AI based chatbots. We are doing a lot of new things. We'll keep doing that. We'll keep generating profits. Investors are now a part of it. They are going to reap the benefits, same benefits that I am going to, because they now are equal partners now.
Exactly.
So they are almost like equal partners. So investors are going to reap the benefits. And at the same time, I believe investors are sort of, so we are proud to say that we are one of the companies जिन्होंने अपने 2009 से आज तक, मुझे IPO के दौरान ये चीज़ रियलाइज़ हुआ कि हमने लीगली, हमारे पास में कोई एक GST, IT, इनकम टैक्स, कोई लीगल नोटिस कुछ भी नहीं था.
बिल्कुल.
सो मेरे को ये खुद ही नहीं पता था कि ओके दिस इज समथिंग ऑफ अ बैच टू वेयर. मैंने बोला यार ये तो एक बैच है कि वी हैव नॉट हैव एनी टिप्स विद एनीवन बिकॉज वी आर वन कंपनी हु इज पेइंग 100% टैक्सेस एंड सारे पक्के में काम कर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल.
So now the investors are not just going to reap the benefits. They are partners and they are also going to give us a lot of clients and a lot of mileage and a lot of coverage, helping us become a bigger brand.
Correct.
So I believe it's such a अमेजिंग जर्नी. अभी हम 2 थे, अब हम 1000 होंगे.
नहीं बिल्कुल, बहुत बढ़िया. सर, टोटल लोन्स जो है लॉन्ग टर्म शॉर्ट टर्म, उसमें मोटा मोटी कितने अमाउंट ऑफ लोन्स होंगे हमारे बैलेंस शीट पे बिफोर वी गो पब्लिक?
हाँ, सो अप्रोक्सीमेटली शायद 30 ऑड करोड़ का लोन होगा.
ओके.
जिसमें 50-50 है रेशो. 50% इज वर्किंग कैपिटल, जो ODCC चल रहा है.
बिल्कुल.
एंड 50% इज फॉर द प्रॉपर्टीज दैट द कंपनी हैज एक्वायर्ड, वेरी स्ट्रेटेजिक प्रॉपर्टीज.
ओके.
And which is going to so last year हमारा कैश फ्लो भी थोड़ा टाइट था because we were in the process of acquiring these properties.
Correct.
So ये एक बार का पेन होता है.
हाँ.
बट ये जब हमने acquire कर लिया और हम जब यहाँ पे अपना, हम लोग ने बोलते हैं ना put our foot down now कि भाई हम यहाँ से हिलेंगे नहीं.
बिल्कुल.
तो ये जगहों पे, जो स्टैटिक जगहों पे हमने अपने आप को establish कर लिया ना, this is going to अभी इसके बेनिफिट्स आने शुरू होंगे,
बिल्कुल,
बहुत बड़े रूप में।
आई थिंक नाइस टू हियर. Rinil ji, now last question for today, sir. Jewelry is a business which is obviously going to be impacted by a lot of macro and social related factors. COVID though was an extreme case, but sir, what is the most important risk in our business? Is it the gold price? Is it sustaining the expectations of your B2B customers? सर कुछ ना कुछ तो रिस्क होगा हमारे धंधे में, सर वो क्या है और आपने अभी तक उसको कैसे मैनेज किया है?
सो देखिए, रिस्क बोलिए तो रिस्क हर बिजनेस में हमेशा रहेगा.
बिल्कुल.
नोकिया गायब हो गया.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. सो रिस्क हर बिजनेस में हमेशा रहेगा. देयर इज अ बुक कॉल्ड हु मूव माय चीज.
हाँ, यस.
सो you have to keep looking for the new cheese.
Correct.
So you have to keep differentiating yourself, keep evolving. There are companies जो actually कुछ और बनाती थी और अभी वो कुछ और ही बना रही है, but वो कंपनी वही है.
बिल्कुल.
So same as a jewelry company, we are into providing luxury, providing designs. We are going to be same. हमारे systems नहीं बदलेंगे, हमारे culture नहीं बदलेगा, but as a company we are evolving every single day. हम रोज अपने आप को रिव्यू कर रहे हैं, रोज सोच रहे हैं कि आज क्या नया करना है, आज क्या डिफरेंट करना है, वेयर एम आई डिफरेंशिएटिंग माई सेल्फ, हाउ एम आई मूविंग फॉरवर्ड.
ओके.
सो हमारे विजन सेम है, हमारे गोल सेम है, इतने साल का रेवेन्यू करना है, इतने साल का प्रॉफिट करना है, वो सब हमारे सेम है, बट हमारे उस विजन में वी आर कीप इवैल्यूएटिंग आवरसेल्व्स.
No, so basically, please correct me if I am wrong, Bridal. It means that basically innovation is going to be a continuous process.
Absolutely, absolutely. अगर कल को नोकिया को मालूम पड़ा कि फ़ोन का पूरा फसाद चेंज होने वाला है, अगर हमको कल को पता चलता है, सो आई विल टेल यू वेयर एम आई कमिंग फ्रॉम. सो माई बैकग्राउंड व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड 25 years बैक, आई वॉज अ डायमंड ज्वेलर.
ओके.
आई स्टार्टेड एज अ डायमंड ज्वेलर, रिटेल डायमंड ज्वेलर.
करेक्ट.
आज के डेट में हम डायमंड की ज्वेलरी नहीं सेल कर रहे हैं. सो द पॉइंट इज, हमने अपने आप को, मैंने तब इवॉल्व किया. मेरे बहुत से इन्वेस्टर्स पूछते हैं कि आपने अपने आप को इवॉल्व कैसे किया. तो हमने अपने आप को तब इवॉल्व किया जब यहाँ से कुछ एक दो जन विदेश निकल लिए थे, तभी हमको समझ में आ गया था कि ये इंडस्ट्री अब डूब रही है. तो हमने उसी वक्त जो पैसा वहाँ से आ रहा था इसमें गोल्ड में डाल रहे, जो आ रहा है वहाँ से गोल्ड में डाल रहे, हमने उसी वक्त अपने आप को री ब्रांड और री इनोवेट कर लिया. और उसी वक्त जब दूसरों को दिख नहीं रहा था, अब वो दिख रहा है उनको, हमने उस समय अपने आप को देखा. तो हम आज भी वी आर अवेयर, वी आर अवेक, staying conscious. That's the whole point.
I think nicely put out by you, Mridul ji. I think very nice talking to you, sir. All our investors will definitely benefit from this interview because we could get a sense of your thought process and your vision, what you have for the company. Definitely. Please accept my best wishes, sir.
Thank you.
आपको आपके पूरे मैनेजमेंट टीम के लिए, and sir best wishes for the public issue also.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.